Um, how did you learn to invest? I've spent hours for multiple days trying to learn and still don't. Yeah, the biggest place I learned on investing is actually from books. So I've learned more from this TikTok than I did in my finance degree in college. Dude, that's wild. Well, I appreciate it. Yes, any educational material for starting teens. Okay, so let's see. Let me actually drop the live stream in the Discord. If you guys are not a part of the Discord, definitely go and join the Discord. All right. Boom at everyone. Let's get everyone in here. Bam. Bam. Join the live stream. All right, let's go. All right, so that is up. Let's see how many people can get in the live. Let's go. We got 2 people on the live on YouTube. If you guys have a YouTube channel, definitely go and get on the live on YouTube. That would help me out a ton. Let's go. Thank you guys for joining in. For those that are on YouTube, feel free to drop questions down in the chat. We're just hanging out right now. I'm mostly going to be answering questions from TikTok, but if you are on the YouTube, feel free to drop them on there as well. I appreciate it. How much homework you think is necessary to get ahead of the game in investing? Any homework is going to be good. Is going to be really good homework. I think reading and learning from people that are much smarter than yourself and that have been proven to be successful over time in investing, those are the people you want to listen to, without a doubt. Those people are going to be way smarter. And then when in terms of your homework, definitely just until you're confident getting into the market. But just know the timing the market is much harder than just timing the market. Let's see if I can get some good happy music going from Epidemic Sounds. Let's see here. Came from TikTok. Hi from TikTok. Let's go, baby. If you guys are in the YouTube and are not subscribed to the YouTube channel yet, definitely go and check that out and subscribe. If you guys are in the TikTok, feel free to jump on the YouTube. Is Bitcoin good to invest in? I've been in blockchain technology for about 5 years now. So Tatiana, what's going on? TikTok, let's go. We got a lot of people on the YouTube from TikTok. I appreciate you guys jumping in. I've been into blockchain technology for about 5 or 6 years now. So I'm a fan. I am a fan. I like the technology more than just the investing. If you guys are in the YouTube live, definitely feel free to drop your comments and questions. Can you talk about Roth? Oh, shoot. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to charge my phone at the same time as recording it. So yeah, a Roth IRA is a retirement account. I also have a full YouTube video on a Roth on the YouTube channel. So do not forget to check that out. But a Roth IRA is great because it's a retirement account that you put post-tax money in. So you're putting your post-tax dollars in that. And then you have a limit set at $6,000 if you're under 50. And basically you pay taxes on it on the front end. So you put your money in there, you invest in things after you've invested after you've already paid your taxes. And then over time it's going to grow. And then at 59 and a half years old, you can take out everything, your gains, your contributions, your dividends, completely tax-free. So it's a great way to accumulate wealth and then not have to pay taxes on the back end. That's why Roth IRAs are so amazing in my opinion. Came from TikTok. What's your opinion on cryptocurrency? Vicky, that's a great question. Cryptocurrency is extremely volatile, but the actual technology behind blockchain is so cool. So I think blockchain technology is really cool. I've been invested since 2016, March of 2016. So I think Ethereum has some really, really cool technology behind it. How much are you taxed on a regular IRA? Yeah, so are you asking about a traditional IRA or a Roth IRA? What do you think about a long-term investment bundle? A long-term investment bundle. What do you mean by that, Connor? How much is good to start a Roth IRA? So you can actually open up a Roth IRA for free. In terms of how much money you should be putting in it, you should only be able to invest what you can invest. So if you can invest $500 a month to max out your Roth IRA, then that would be phenomenal. But if you can only put in $10 a month, and you can only put $10 a month in. Over time, you're just going to have that compound interest building and building and building. So that's what you want to look out for. Again, guys, if you are on the TikTok live, go and jump on the YouTube live. We're live over there. So I would appreciate, it would help me out a ton if you guys go and jump on the YouTube live. How do I open one? Yeah, Mercedes, I actually have a full video on my YouTube, like 15 minutes long, explaining what a Roth IRA is, how to open up one, and how to get started. Fund is where you can invest in about 10 separate businesses and take care of itself. Are you talking about index funds, Connor? Are you a financial advisor? I work at TD Ameritrade. What about you? I am not a financial advisor. I just have a passion for finance. I love talking about finance, giving away free information, and education. So you look like the baby. I love that. Yeah, it's awesome. Shout out to TD Ameritrade. Even though I'm a Vanguard person myself, so they're all great though. Thanks. Absolutely. That's a great question. Feel free to drop any more follow-up questions if I missed something on that, but that's a great question. Are you invested in cannabis or any ARK ETFs? Jason, I actually, I am. Oh, sorry guys. Whoops. I just knocked over my phone. Sorry. Can you rap like the baby though? I actually can. I am actually invested in cannabis stocks. I have actually something called a LEAP option on Canopy Growth, but that's just something that's more of my speculative investing. I really do push index funds. So if you do not have index funds, I would not be messing around with LEAPs or anything like that. But yes, I am actually invested in some. I'm from UK, so does this information apply to me, or is it just for the US? Adam, that's a great question. First of all, thanks for tuning in from the UK, man. That's awesome. So the ideas from this, like building like these wealth and these habits and, you know, getting your mindset right is going to apply, but you're actually not going to be able to invest in a Roth IRA in the UK. You're actually going to have to get another type of retirement account is the biggest thing that's going to be different. How do I start a Roth IRA? It just came from TikTok Live. Mercedes, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you so much. I actually, again, Mercedes, I have a video on it. So if you want to, after this live, go and check out that video. I would highly recommend it. It's, you know, how to open up a Roth IRA and retire wealthy, basically. Guys, if I have missed any questions on here, please feel free to drop them back in the chat. True LOL, rock on, bro. Best luck to you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Jalen. Me too. It's one of my best ones. That's awesome. Also, I am not in ARK ETFs yet. I've been thinking about it. They're super innovative. So just subscribe. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love. I really do. I have a few shares of Aurora Cannabis. Seems to be doing okay. Yes, Sarah, I actually am investing for the long term for cannabis, like for the next 4 years or so. So I'm not super worried in the short term for it. God, I need to figure out a way to prop up my phone while it's charging. Let me see if I can do this efficiently. Bro, can you turn down the volume a bit? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Tell me if it's too loud. Is everyone else in the TikTok live? Is it too loud still? Please let me know. I have a few shares in Aurora Bubble. Yeah. What do you think the biggest misconception is? Adam, that's a great question. I think the biggest downfall for people is focusing on the short term. So if you're focusing on the short term and just trying to get the quick cash and, you know, get out, I think that's scary because it's really hard to time the market. It's truly hard. I mean, even these massive hedge funds and all these people with tons of money and technology, they can't even time the market. So why should an average investor be able to? So I think investing in the short term is probably the biggest misconception. I always would focus on long-term investing. That's my 2 cents. Did that answer your question, Adam? That's a great question. Let's see. What is the biggest con for an IRA? An IAR? Did you mean a Roth IRA, Roy? Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm tuning in from Jamaica. Do you have any tips on building great passive incomes online? Actually, I say when it comes to passive income and building businesses, focus on something that you're passionate in. Focus on things that you enjoy, because over the long term, if it's something you already love, then you're going to be able to build wealth from it over the long term because you're not going to quit because you already love it. What's up, man? How's your day going? It's going great. I appreciate it. Is Robinhood a good app for starters? That's a good question. It depends on what you want to do. It really depends on your investing style. I think people focus too much on like, is this a good app or not? When really it's more what you actually are investing in is what's going to matter. That's a great question. Do you have any tips into stock trading? I would recommend if you are just getting into the stock market, then you should be focusing on long-term ETFs and index funds. That's what I would say. But I'm not a financial advisor. You got to do what's best for you. What do you think about e-commerce? That was my first business, was an e-commerce business. So I'm really big on e-commerce. I think it's a great way to build a business. So that's a great question. Completely unrelated, but where do you recommend to go in the US? Adam, that's going to depend on what you want to do, my friend. To live or to travel. That's going to just depend on what you want to do exactly. But there's so many cool places to go in the US. Are you a millionaire? I am not a millionaire. I'm working on it. Can you please tell me about Ethereum? Yeah, Copper. It is it's a altcoin, so it's an alternative coin in the blockchain technology. It's a little bit more advanced than Bitcoin. It actually has like a contract and contingency built in behind it, so that's pretty cool. But I really like Ethereum. I've been in Ethereum for a while now, so it's like 2 or 3% of my portfolio. Yes, completely on. Okay. Adam, let me know if I answered your question, man. You should buy Ripple, has potential gains. I am not an XRP fan myself, so I'm going to be sticking away from that, but I appreciate it, Ross. What do you recommend on doing to make your e-commerce successful? I would say starting in something you're passionate in. Any money that you make in the beginning, reinvesting it, and then consistently marketing. Whether that's coming up with a TikTok page and posting about it every single day, or finding a way to build a niche following, like this Average Investor account. If you guys are on the YouTube, let me know if you guys have any questions too. Also, guys, if you're in the TikTok live, feel free to jump onto the YouTube live. If you're on the YouTube live, that actually helps me out a ton. So definitely go and check that out. I have some money to invest under someone with Ethereum. Please advise. Yeah, Copper, I actually cannot give you investing advice, but I would say stick away from cryptocurrencies if you are a new investor. Maybe you're just putting a little bit in, but I would focus on long-term investing. Emergency fund check, invest in ETFs check. First of all, Jason, that is sweet. Congrats on that. At what amount in ETFs does someone begin throwing into stocks they believe in? Depends on your investing style. I really don't know. There's not like a set amount. I would do the compound interest calculator to see like, okay, this is how much I'm projected to make in 50 years and go from there. But I'm going to keep investing my index funds and my ETFs. I'm like 96% index funds and then 3% individual stocks as well as like cryptos, and a little bit in cash. But if I missed your question on the TikTok, please feel free to drop them down again. Jason, let me know if that answered your question. I don't think there's necessarily a given amount though. Should you have legal support if invest in trade? What do you mean exactly by legal support? What do you think about Robinhood, Alex? That's a great question. I actually have mixed feelings about Robinhood. I think their interface is really cool, but blocking people from trading, that's a little rough around the edges. Let's go. Jason, let's go. I appreciate the question, my friend. Let's see what someone in the Discord happened to say. I'm blocking it with my water bottle. Let's go. Great question, Jason. What's a Good app. Yeah, EAL. I actually made a YouTube video on it, so feel free to go and check out the YouTube video on top 3 brokerage apps that I use. It's on my YouTube. If you guys are on the TikTok and you're not on the YouTube, go jump over to the YouTube Live. Guys, if you are on the YouTube Live, keep running the questions. I'm happy to answer as many as possible to the best of my ability. I appreciate everyone joining, though, and hanging out on a Saturday. I mean, I greatly appreciate y'all's time. Follow the host. Let's go. I appreciate it. Let me know if you guys have any more questions. Starting with 5K, what should I invest in? David, that's a great question. It's the biggest answer to that is it depends. So it's going to depend on your investing style. If it's 5K and you have an income source, then I would look into opening up a Roth IRA or a retirement account. But if you're someone that's like your only 5K, then I would invest it in yourself to start generating some income and some revenue from that, from like a side hustle or a business or something like that. Let me know if that answered your question. It's probably not the answer you were looking for, but let me know if anyone on YouTube has any questions too. We got a ton of TikTok questions coming through, but I don't want to miss any of the YouTube people as well. What would be better, Roth IRA or 457? Ever, that is going to depend on you, my friend. I am a personal fan of a Roth IRA, especially if you work for an employer that doesn't offer a 401k or a 401k match. Let's see. Got a lot of people jumping into the TikTok. I appreciate it. I think Roth IRAs are freaking amazing, personally. Did it take you long to learn about investing and trade? I actually still learn about investing stuff every single day. I'm constantly learning, so by no means do I know everything. If anything, I'm really just getting my footing, but it took me, I probably read about 25 books, ton of hours spent on YouTube learning, and then more hours actually learning by trading and failing. So I did some day trading. I will never do that again. Just literally lost all that money. So don't recommend day trading personally. Or Roth 401k with employer. Let's see, Christina, did you ask for Roth IRA or 401k? What's the biggest con about an IRA account? Roy, I think the biggest con is I wish I could put more money into it. You can only put $6,000 in it, so it's capped at $6,000 that you can contribute per year. So I guess that's the biggest con. I wish I could just put more money into it every single year. I'd say that's my biggest con. Anastasia, what books do you recommend? Anastasia, I actually just posted a YouTube video on the YouTube channel of my top 5 favorite books. So if you have not seen that yet, Anastasia, first of all, thank you so much for jumping in the live. I appreciate it. Go and check out the video that I just posted, my top 5 favorite personal finance books. They are a must read. So the 5 in that are I'll Teach You How to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi, The Little Book of Common Sense Investing by John C. Bogle, The Millionaire Next Door, and 4-Hour Work Week, and Rich Dad Poor Dad. Those are the 5 books that I would recommend. I have a YouTube video about them all, so Anastasia, you see which one fits you the best. But again, thank you so much for joining the live. Let's see. Roth 401k is another good option. I'm just saying, like Roth IRA. Yeah, if your employer offers a 401k, then that can be phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. So I love Rich Dad Poor Dad so far. Let's go. It's such a good book. It is such a good book. I completely agree. Completely agree. Do I need a Rocket to buy index funds, or can I do it myself? So you do have to open a brokerage account, I think is the question you're asking. You do need to open a brokerage account, but you can do it all by yourself. So if you open a Vanguard account, you can have access to index funds, like more index funds than you'll ever need to invest in your life. And they're all at your fingertips at that point. So you do have to open a brokerage account, but you can do it all by yourself too. Marina, let me know if that answered your question. Yeah, Kimberly, absolutely. Let me know if you have any more questions. And if I miss your question in the TikTok, put it again, because I'm doing both at the same time. Can you only have one Roth 401k? What happens when it gets to 6,000? It just sits there until the age 59. So yeah, a Roth, you can invest $6,000 a year. So you can do $6,000 every single year into your Roth in terms of contributions. You put money in the Roth, and then you can actually invest in things with it. So I put $6,000 in my Roth, and then you can invest in index funds and things like that within your Roth. But yes, you can only have one Roth IRA, but you can have 401ks too. So, or a 401k as well too. How could I get into long-term investments? I would say, sorry, I missed that one. How can I make money when I'm under 18? TSB, that's a great question. I would, you can do so many different things. You can go on like Craigslist, you can go to the free section. You can find things on there that people are just trying to throw away. You can buy that, and then you can pick it up basically and then flip it. You can do couch flipping, buying old couches and then selling them. You can go and mow people's grasses, pressure washing. There's a ton of different ways you can do side hustles for your under 18, as well as you can start, an e-commerce business. So if you can start making clothes, you can start selling clothes. There's a ton of different ways you can make money when you're under 18. How can I get into long-term investments? Yeah, I would focus on index funds. I'd focus on ETFs. I would not focus on day trading and trading options or anything like that. Stop going after the quick cash and more focus on index funds and that type of thing. They're more safe in the long term. So I would also read the Little Book of Common Sense Investing. It's all about index funds. So I check that out. Yes, awesome. Love it. Absolutely. How do I manage a Roth IRA for better return? Marina, you could spend some time researching what index funds have more return over long periods of time, but I would just invest in more, like put more money into it in order to get more money back. But again, I would focus on the long-term gain, and you can invest in riskier stuff as you're younger, but as you get closer to retirement, I would back off on the riskiness. Let's see what questions I missed here. Are there disadvantages if I'm only using Wealthsimple? I'm mostly only interested in ETFs. Yeah, that's great. I think that's phenomenal. I think you are doing all you need to do. Can you share your credentials? You mean in terms of my credentials in terms of personal investing and stuff like that? Because I'm not a licensed professional. I'm not a financial advisor. I just have a passion for this, and my credentials, I guess I graduated college, but I would not even call that credentials for this. This is just something I love to do. No credentials. Just love giving my free opinion out for people. Quick stock question. What's your opinion on Vail? I don't even know what that is, Taylor. I'm not one to invest in individual stocks. I'm more of an index fund ETF trader. So I don't even know. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not a financial advisor by any means. Just like sharing my free opinion. And I love hanging out with y'all. So people on the YouTube, let me know if you have any more questions too. If you guys are not subscribed to the YouTube channel, definitely go and check that out. We are live on the YouTube as well. Look at that. Boom. We're live on the YouTube. So if you guys are not on the YouTube channel, go and check that out. It helps me out a ton. If you only had $1,000, what would you do? Yeah, actually, Lavish, let me know. I actually am going, that's my next YouTube video. So stay tuned for that. Jenny, it's good to see you again. Thank you so much for jumping in the live. Between ETFs and index funds, ETFs are more easily traded. They follow index funds very closely, but they're not identical. They're very close. ETFs you can trade just like a normal stock, so you can day trade them. Index funds, you're going to have to wait like 2 to 3 days to really trade those. So both long-term holds though. Thank you. Love your page, man. Taylor, I appreciate you, my friend. YOLO ETF. I really like VTI. It's a really safe bet. You're not going to be making quick cash, so it's a good long-term play. What other finance YouTubers do you like? Sarah, I love Graham Stephan, Andre Zick, and Cash College. Those are like my 3 favorite. And Mark Tilbury. Those are like my 4 favorite. Yes, love your videos. Thank you so much, Jenny. I love the support. You're amazing. Thank you so much. What's a market fund? When you talk about a market fund, are you asking what's an index fund? Sarah, let me know if you catch those, because there's a ton of great YouTubers out there, and the finance YouTubers really inspired me to start making videos myself. So let's go. I appreciate everyone that is jumping in the YouTube live and the TikTok live. What do you think about bonds? Bonds are a great long-term play, especially if you're nearing retirement, but they're very low risk, very low reward. So you're not going to be getting rich by bonds overnight. So they're a very safe long-term play. I only subscribe to Graham of the ones you listed. Yeah, Sarah, Graham is awesome. He's probably the first finance YouTuber that I followed. Andre Zick is awesome. Cash College is freaking awesome too. So go check them out. They're like my Mount Rushmore of finance YouTubers. Taylor Wright followed the host. Thank you so much. David, best place to open up a Roth IRA? David, that's just going to depend on you. Honestly, he's annoying. LOL. I like Meet Kevin more. Meet Kevin's awesome too. I love Meet Kevin. Yeah, I mean, I could see some people. It might not be your cup of tea, but I like Graham personally. Best place to open up a Roth IRA? I personally like Vanguard, but Fidelity, E-Trade, Charles Schwab, they're all really good. What's the best investment for short-term investment and maintain liquidity? Ben, I am not a short-term investor, so I can't give you that answer, my friend. I'm a long-term investor. Sarah, I don't understand how Meet Kevin can put out so many videos so often. It's just wild to me. What are your thoughts on MJ and MSOS? Zach, I have no clue. I'm not one to pick individual stocks. So I think I'm pulling out of Robinhood, I think after recent issues. Sarah, I don't blame you, honestly. Jen, how do you start investing with no money? Where do you start? Yeah, Jen, actually, I have a playlist on my YouTube channel called New to Investing, Start Here. But if you have no money, then I would invest in yourself. If you have no money to invest, I would focus on yourself and building skills and things that will help you build wealth over time. I mean, Kevin does nothing but videos. He doesn't sleep. I know. It's crazy, Sarah. It's crazy. Absolutely insane. Just started in Bitcoin. Tan, awesome, man. I hope you have some long-term plays as well. Is it smart opening 2 Roth IRAs, wife and yourself, and putting $12K a year instead? We were both 54. So I would say definitely opening up a Roth IRA would be huge. Since you are 54, I would focus on more moderate investments such as like bonds. I would focus on bonds and low risk index funds. What do you think about Dogecoin? Dogecoin is a funny meme coin, I will not be investing in it. I know people can make a lot of money in it, but I will not be. I will not be partaking. That's just my personal opinion. Thoughts on M1 Finance? Sarah, I really like M1 Finance. I think it's super easy to use, beautiful interface, and very straightforward. I really like M1 Finance. Have to use something instead of Robinhood? Yeah, I agree, Sarah. I like M1 Finance. I like Webull. I like Vanguard. So, what up, my G? What up, Lane? I heard there's an income cap on Roth IRA. Yes, that is true. I think it's $140,000 a year. You can't be making more than $140,000 a year to use a Roth, but you can also do something called a backdoor Roth IRA, which is completely legal, not illegal. It is completely legal, and that's for people with a higher income. So I would check that out. I work a job, but just want to know where to put the revenue. Jen, that's awesome. Investing in index funds and ETFs are my personal favorite, but you got to do what's best for you. I would focus on long-term investing. Like not that quick cash, but long-term investing. This song is going to put me to sleep. Hold on. There we go. Some a little more upbeat. I like Coinbase. Coinbase is cool for cryptos. Let me know if anyone else in the YouTube has any more questions. If not, I'll probably jump off the YouTube. I like 30-minute videos. I think live streams are perfect. Let me know if anyone else in the YouTube has any more questions. Happy to answer them. I appreciate anyone that jumped in on the YouTube. Did you go to college? I sure did. I went to Wake Forest. Wake Forest University, went to the business school there, but just get a piece of paper there. Mika, I have created a budget plan to pay my debt off in 6 months. Should I contribute to my Roth at the same time? That's a good question. It depends on what type of debt you have. I would focus on paying off your debt first, though. Dude, thanks for your time. You're appreciated. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you. All right, guys, if you are on the YouTube, I am tuning out of the YouTube Live. I'm going to be doing YouTube Live like 30 minutes every single Friday until this really gets growing and we have like 100 people on here. Would be so sick. But if you are on the YouTube, do not forget to subscribe and like this video. And if you have any more questions, last minute buzzer beater questions, drop them below. Guys, if you are in the TikTok Live, definitely go check out the YouTube Live. How about this song? What a banger. Okay, thanks. You're extremely helpful. Thank you so much, Mika. I appreciate you. Do you think it is better to pay off a car loan of $24K in full or use cash? That's going to depend. That's going to completely depend on you. Cash and investments. Cash and investments. Oh, I would not cash in your investments. I would definitely try to find a way to purchase cars that are not going to force you to, cash out your investments. But that's just me. I would focus on your investments over buying a liability like a car. What is an FHA? Yeah, an FHA loan is phenomenal for first-time buyers to houses. You're going to have to put 3.5% down if you have a good enough credit score. So if you're buying a $100,000 house, you only have to put $3,500 down. Going to subscribe to your YouTube. Thank you so much for the help. Athena, you are the best. I appreciate the love. You're amazing. All right, guys, on the YouTube, I'm clocking out on this, but I appreciate everyone's time on the YouTube. More on YouTube on Friday. So I hope to see you guys later. Bye, guys.